The coronavirus pandemic has forced many countries to go on lockdown. Governments, companies and individuals are still navigating their way around the pandemic, and those who can work from home. But while most of the world is still trying to deal with the lockdown, hackers are not, as some of them use this period to exploit those who drop their guards. Joining us to discuss this is Adedayo Adesonya, an IT consultant. Mr. Adesonya, thank you for joining us on the program.
Much for having me again, Shawali.
So firstly, as this is a real threat during this period, just how vulnerable are people and how do you identify a hacker?
So that's pretty basic. A hacker is just somebody who can do things in extraordinary ways. If you can do things outside the regular way people do things, that's who a hacker is. Right now, Channels TV is connecting to me via Skype and not the regular interview in the station. Then you're a hacker right now. Now, how do you define who is a bad hacker or a good hacker? We have three types of hackers: the black hat hacker, the white hat hacker, and the gray hat hacker. So the black is the bad hacker, the white is the good hacker, and the gray, you can figure that out. You know, that's the blend of both of them. Ignore the red hat behind me. Red Hat is a operating system company, the biggest Linux open source company worldwide. So to identify a bad hacker, so the person does something bad with the hacking skills, and that's a bad hacker.
How can internet users, stay on the safe side, especially during this time when a lot of people are using the internet?
So staying safe on the internet for the regular people, especially maybe on social media, I've seen a lot of hacks going on social media now. All of these platforms have what we call two-factor authentication. That means that for every time you want to log on, they will send you a code to your mobile phone, and then that helps you log on. So to authenticate you in two ways, it's hardly likely that a hacker will have access to your online platform and also have access to your text messages. So that's one thing everybody should have in hand and stay safe in the meantime.
But for the average person working from home who has no understanding of the security measures required, what do you advise?
So we tend to have a false sense of security when we're working from home, and we're too comfortable and we forget all the regular security protocols that we put in place when we're working from the office. So the basic tips I'd say a regular person working from home should have is make sure that you have a secluded place where you work from. Make sure that you lock your screen if you have to leave your desk. Make sure that you don't leave sensitive things on your desk because you never know who is around or who is passing by. Take care of your waste bin. The information that goes in your waste bin is as valuable as anything. If you can shred, please shred. Also, make sure that you update your devices. All of the security patches and updates that you're meant to do on all the softwares on your device, try to do them because they will always continue to address all the security issues that you have. So these are tips that you can have in the meantime to stay safe from home.
But now there have been reports of tricks by fraudsters using coronavirus as a means to defraud individuals. How can one differentiate the truth from the tricks in situations like this?
So this is the regular modus operandi, especially the hackers that are endemic to Nigeria, right? Hackers generally are not ordinarily financially motivated, but the ones around this part of the world are financially motivated, and they're looking for the financial part of, whatever it is they're having access to. So what they do is they ride on whatever story is going on around, and they use that to get across to you, knowing that you will react to it quickly. At the time when, there were airline crashes, they will come to you with that topic and you probably want to quickly check it out and you click a link before you know it. Now, they will come across to you with the COVID story, with the palliative story, or whatever it is that is, sensitive at the moment, knowing that they will capitalize on your impatience, and then you will click something and they will have access to whatever it is. So what I'm saying right now is everyone should make sure that no matter what the topic is, as long as they email you or they call you for anything, take some extra time to look through whatever is being told and check yourself that you're not giving out valid information.
Yeah, Mr. Adesonya, just before I let you go, any final tips for companies and remote workers during, this COVID-19 lockdown period?
So the final tip for companies is, technology has never been the problem. Like my friend will always say, technology has never been the problem. Humans have been the problem. We've not been choosing the right things, the right technology or the right product, whatnot. Some people in decision-making positions in companies would choose products based on their own level of understanding because you do not want your knowledge gap to show with your team or your company. So what our advice is, do not make decisions like that. Make the right decisions, send for training if you have to send for training. COVID has opened our eyes a lot into all of the vulnerabilities that have come with all of the products that we knew nothing about, the security, uprightness of those products. So choose the right product and make sure you train and everything will be fine.
All right, then, IT consultant, Mr. Adedayo Adesonya, thank you so much for joining us on Network Africa. It's been a very interesting discussion.
Thank you very much for having me. Have a good time.